You know, sometimes the biggest secrets aren't locked away in a vault. They're hiding in plain sight. Deep in the forests of India, something incredible was waiting to be found. Today, we're going to tell the story of that discovery. A brand new species with a really powerful story baked right into its name. Let's get into the story of the Basar Duke.
So what was it? What was this secret that was thriving, totally unknown to science, in this remote part of the world? Well, that's exactly what we're here to unpack. Okay, so every good story has a beginning, and for this one, it all starts with a moment of discovery. So how did this secret finally come out into the open?
Well, the secret was a butterfly. Not just any butterfly, but a species that had never, ever been scientifically documented before. A brand new form of life.
And the people who found it, well, their story is almost as cool as the butterfly itself. You've got Roshan Upadhyay, who is both a police constable and a scholar, working with Kailash Sadastivan, a researcher. They tracked it down in the Basar region, in this really specific slice of semi-evergreen forest between 600 and 750 meters up.
So the fieldwork for this was going on in 2025. But a really sad event that year ended up shaping this butterfly's legacy. The beloved cultural icon from Assam, Zubeen Garg, passed away. And in response, the researchers decided to honor his memory in a truly special way.
You know, a name is so much more than just a label. It carries history, it carries meaning, and for this butterfly, its name is basically a beautiful story of two different tributes, one to a person and one to a place. And this is just so brilliant. The scientific name, Euthalia Zubeengargi, is a direct shout-out to Zubeen Garg. But at the same time, its common name, the Basar Duke, gives a nod to the exact region where it was found. It's this perfect marriage of culture, science, and geography.
So we know its name, but what about the butterfly itself? What have scientists actually been able to figure out about the Basar Duke since they found it?
All right, so to really get to know this butterfly, you got to meet the family. It belongs to a group, or genus, called Euthalia. And these guys are pretty well known across South and Southeast Asia. They typically have these earthy, brown wings with light-colored spots, and they're absolute masters of camouflage in the forest.
Now, get ready for this, because this is wild. After months of searching and observation, researchers have only ever seen two of them. Just two. And both were males. That tells us this species could be incredibly rare, maybe living in just one tiny specific spot, which makes protecting it so important.
But from those two little clues, scientists have started to piece together a profile. It's fascinating stuff. It doesn't really go for flower nectar like you'd think. Instead, it sips on tree sap and gets minerals from damp patches on the ground. You'll only really see it out and about from late morning to early afternoon, just kind of floating slowly between plants deep inside the cool, shady forest.
But here's the thing with science, right? For every answer you find, you get like 10 new questions. For everything we've learned, the Basar Duke is still a huge mystery. It's a great reminder of just how much we still don't know.
I mean, what we have is basically just a single photograph of a whole life story. The entire life cycle, from egg to caterpillar to chrysalis to adult butterfly, is a complete blank. We don't know how they breed, what specific plants their young depend on. We don't even know how many of them there really are. Answering these questions is the next big challenge for the researchers.
So you might be thinking, okay, it's a cool butterfly, but why does one single species matter so much in the grand scheme of things? Well, understanding that really gets to the heart of why ecology is so important.
See, creatures like the Basar Duke are what scientists call ecological indicators. Think of them like a canary in a coal mine, but for an entire forest. Their health, their numbers, their very existence can tell us a ton about the health of the whole environment. Finding a super rare species like this is a huge signal that its habitat is incredibly special and probably very fragile. And this one little butterfly adds another piece to an already mind-bogglingly rich puzzle. Northeast India is a global biodiversity hotspot, and there's a good reason for that. It's where several massive ecosystems all meet. There are already over 80 different species of Euthalia butterflies known in this area. The Basar Duke isn't just one more to add to the list. It's a living symbol of how uniquely precious this region is. So the story of the Basar Duke really leaves us with one big lingering thought. If this stunning creature could stay hidden from us for so long, it just makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other amazing discoveries are still out there, just waiting in the quiet corners of our world, hiding in plain sight?